Hello, my name is Zombie Zero. Welcome back to National Files. This is session number 66. In the previous session, super long Cyberweb mission, we had a roughly 60 turn skirmish at the dimensional headquarters of Cyberweb, and we won, but at a cost of streamer sanity and an actual agent dying for our first time in a month. But we did lose Glacier, who was not the most psych, not even a Helix Knight at his low sanity, but they were Tannered. They were someone else with the program for 2 years, so they were talented, but not are dead. And my injury list, yes, it's a lot of people. This session, hopefully no long missions like that, because it was rough. Forget that was Glacier that died. Yeah, Glacier. So we're making a third Glacier. Got it. Glacier the third. At least he has a good brain, so he'll. I want to put the proper mark on that. Glacier the third should last longer because they probably won't be Dimension X. We'll see. Also, I know I put production on a bunch of laser SMGs, but actually, do I? I have to check. Yeah, I need to make everything that got broken, which I luckily took a screenshot of after last session. Oh, motion tracker. Couple mass driver clips. I spelled Shrouded wrong on my, yeah. EMP shells, which I spent a fair amount of, actually. And then I need to transfer some titanium back because I don't think I have any on tap here over here because I just transferred them all to. I have 4 here, and that's not enough. I think I transferred a tank over to the foundry already. Yes, I did, and so you're first. Congrats. We'll transfer like 40 because I need to make rockets and other stuff that I broke. Like, it was like 30. 40. And then the Elerium is getting transferred over to Area 52 as much as I can, as much as I can fit over there. Let's say 200. The Elerium will eventually be used for stuff. It's not at the moment, just not currently at the moment. I guess sometime during Olakafel, our base in Australia got their not motion tracker, their radar dish operational. We'll build one more base. will be... It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's covering South America, it's fine. Are there any other hidden islands I should worry about? Considering how this covered, I want to make sure at least like Easter Island is roughly covered. We'll build along Argentina in case they have a chance a base gets built on Easter Island. We can at least see it. Oh dear. Alien coffee. Build there and do the usual million corridors. So we can expedite the building process. Maybe I might build one more research facility, but this is an interceptor base. Actually, cancel those. We'll just build the... Actually, no, we'll just do the quarter still. And then, because we're done with training... Because all we're really training at this point is we're just training a bunch of... We're training just a bunch of animals that we purchased, and I think our pet rat. We can dismantle the gem. It served its purpose. We're gonna dismantle the gym, and as soon as the entertainment arrives, we were going to build the sensorium. Yeah, and that'll help with our sanity problems. In the meantime, let's spin the globe. Pepsi Man, other persons arrived. Nest ups arrived. Gonna temporarily slowball the cyber armor. I want this tank repaired and sent back ASAP. Entertainment comes in 2 hours. Also, I did learn that the alien habitats do not have a purpose. They're just self-water. I was trying to remember that I remember they came from a mission that we did. Remember last campaign, it came from a certain mission, as well as from the giant Sour Whip battleship, so they're just self-water. I was thinking they had a research topic, but they don't. They're like evidence, pretty much. Right, so I am gonna build the sensorium. I'll get built in 26 days. In 6 days, that gets built, and we can transfer some base personnel over. As the... I think that, yeah, that was wrapped too. The important bit is the motion tracker first. It didn't disrupt the rockets. We'll go from there. Oh, you already built that. Never mind. Get those shrapnels made. Oh, LMG clips. Shrapnel. And then you're also gonna make the titanium round for the tank. Cyberweb Technomad. Told us about Cyberscan. A cerebral mesh of conductive wire protecting the individual from physical injuries. Regulated by several microchips to ensure proper synchronization with the surrounding flesh. We found that the impact would lead to fatal consequences. It has to be connected to a compatible master drive to work properly. Tank's been patched up. Get the ammunition made for it real quick and we'll ship it back. Alright, I'm back to cyber armors. Transfer the chassis back. Okay, our tank chassis is back. Oh, that reminds me, I was dumb and I forgot to send the AI back to the repair shop. The rat will be back eventually. Yeah, Deepwater actually qualifies a flight plane, I guess so. No one else qualifies, so we need to eventually make those. Make third dress so we can graft it onto our puppet friends. Okay. Other way around. I might have to transfer that, right? Yeah, I might have to transfer it over there to Air 52 for their pups. That person's arrived. They were sent to flight school. Now they can take some dubious drugs. And Artemis Center can have the drone base they want. So they're pretty much set up for whenever the worst happens. They'll have a bunch of contingencies to help thwart any potential bad stuff from happening. Anyone else qualifies for stuff? H and a couple of rooks can get a tech implant installed. Very large. Raven 2, check that out. That may be a supply. Oh, you don't have interceptors. Because you're the new. You're still getting base personnel and eventual Ravens. Alright. And Raven 7, check out what that is. That could be another air words. I can speak them today. We're in 1440. It could be an engineering ship. Actually, they go 1800. Wait a way, we'll check it out. Now, chance that is a ship. Yeah, so today is going fine because I am no longer dealing with. I messed up again. Right. I'm in a better mood because we're no longer in the middle of a 2.5 hour long mission like Sunday. I'll sort by rank and we'll just fix it. Actually, other way around. Sort by rank. And just keep kicking them up until we get to the tail end. Well, we finished the Cyberweb battleship. It was a 60-turn. It was a 60-turn skirmish, and a number of people are sadly sapped and injured. But we survived. No, I meant to the other way around actually. I forgot we have nothing but senior agents, and I think maybe a agent or two. I forget. Ball's the only one I did not get injured or sadly sapped, I think. Could be wrong. Oh wait, you're just a rook. Well, you're a trained rook, I guess. We'll maybe send you. Bald, Hazard, Rebel, Torpedo, Rainbow, John Cena, I mean, Rebel, he was second. I thought we made it John Cena, or I'm thinking of the previous campaign, which I could be thinking of. Fine, we'll make it John Cena, I guess. If we haven't, then well, I could always make a different person. Replace that particular John Cena. Back in the tank shall you go. For the rest of the barracks, there'll be nothing but beam names because of Rebel. Wasn't it? Yeah, Jagger was on that mission. They're still sanity sap for a long time. I've been sent Bison out for a minute. Or Flex. Yeah, they'll never be seen. If we had that particular suit manufactured, I would give it to them, but we don't have that particular suit just made just yet. That specialized, what about that specialized personal armors? We don't have it manufactured yet because not that much time has passed since we've learned about that stuff. But what we do have, at least to some degree, is some cyber armor. So I'll have one, Rebel will have one, and Hazard will have one. Everyone else will have to settle with Trevest until we can get everyone fitted with one. Electric Club. I think that's all I was able to make, right? Yeah, and that's what I have to do, I guess. Oh, I did. Okay, there's more to that. Pivot over there if you can. Yeah, you'll be able to intercept in time. Raven 8 intercept. Yeah. Okay, so that confirms that is a MIB. That is a MIB engineering ship because they're going to the outpost. I forgot they have a entourage. They're gonna get sent to the ocean, but that's fine. Should be able to intercept. Should be able to regroup in time for this. Yeah, those are escorts. You just... oh, never mind. And they are off to get patched up and refueled and all that cool stuff. Did it just instantly resupply? I think it's about to fail to the sunset. Yeah. Surprised I didn't land. Anyway, back to base, I guess. We sent a message that's good enough for me. Oh, large scout. Let it be. I was thinking it was yet another telep ship. Ah, it's gonna be a nighttime mission. Patrol. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take it on when it lands. Just yell it. Or you're out of fuel. Ghost, don't care. Now you land. I'm not gonna get there in time. Well, maybe. large ship. With 3200 speed units. Do I have intel on that? Unsure. Raven 3, take a look. Yeah, it's gonna be a nighttime mission. At least we got there in time. Oh. Hold on. I only still play Baldur. I messed up on getting to that one MIP ship. I'm not gonna mess up on the fact that a tank is going out there without ammunition strapped into it. So this was before that reality. Got it. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to once again shoot down all those escort ships. Turn to base. This is good to know a couple Ravens can deal with their escort. Yeah, something you just don't land like I figured they would. That already got spooked, I'm not sure. Jury's out on that one. Alright, that's what we saw earlier. We're gonna wait this time and not be dumb. Still don't care about ghosts. Just remind me too while I'm thinking about it. That's on the list. It's just not super high priority given what I know about it. I got to read. No, I don't. I don't have to do that part. We will have to equip flares on site, but that's about it. Yeah, the first of the cyber armor is actually in the field for once. Alright, I don't have fully... I don't have a full complement of trip rockets just on the ship, just enough for... just 4 rockets. So let's try to look the part at least of Exxon's part. Humanity's first and last line of defense. Let's take up macro. Having used Rainbow for so long, they're using a little outdated, slightly outdated template. Funny. Looks was on covered up plastic tank. Not that, but probably the Asuka or a laser rifle. We'll say Asuka. Because I keep forgetting it exists, and it's a pretty solid weapon to have. And you have that John Cena's LMG. And then I just see flares. Do I have any other mass driver snapper clips? Yeah, I do. No, I don't have the weight to wield it though, because it's heavy. Yeah. If you don't have the stuff, the usual stuff in your backpack, you can carry it. Minus the smoke. Okay, everyone's fine, making sure there's no pre-primed explosives in people's hands, because if there's sectoids in, maybe in a rough time, just in case, just don't carry a trick grenade. Okay. Positioning wise, we are along the corner. We're at the upper left corner. I guess you're missing some sanity. You'll be fine. Fire and don't fire. Shemp is nearby. Noted. Sectoids. Okay. multiple sectoids. Like stab and hide, so I'm gonna do that. Ew. Oh, just don't get hit. Something out there, but I don't have. Oh, I may have a solution to that. I don't want the angle I'm doing this with, but this should be fine. Oh, I got enough light to see what I think took the shot. Yeah, you. Swivel the turret a little bit, and now I can't do it. Oh, and you got context exposure somehow, but didn't die. Can you hide if you do that? You'd be a point short. I'm guessing it's because Cyber Armor has better night vision, so they can see that, but he can't do anything about that. Yeah, that's why. Had my mass driver? Tally does. Yeah, that mass driver just does work by itself. The round will keep her safe. Alright, this should be fine. I'm sure about my angle there, but can't throw it anyway. Well, I have to be wrong about that pack sometimes. Do I have any other range options? I have an Asuka. Yeah, I have an Asuka. Guess we try to flare light further back in our blind spot. If we can. Yeah, he should be able to see if we kneel, right? Yeah. Beautiful. I just couldn't tell. That's why I turned the light on for a second. I'll see what happens. I'm not that confident about what shots we'll take, but at least the immediate AO is lit up, which helps. Alright, perfect. They don't see us. Well, they saw the tank, and that's fine. So like the abductor where like everything's outside the ship ready just to obliterate us. Rocket goes in, you have a flare in your hand you can still throw. Yeah, flare, John Cena. You do, but you're out of time units. Yeah, their front door is effectively on fire. Yeah, I think whatever is left is in the ship itself, so we should get ready to start breaching it. Oh, so yeah, Rebel and says beat you to the punch. Legend, sorry. There could be something there, but I highly doubt it. But I still want to be cautious nonetheless, because nighttime mission. Yeah, I was expecting the unexpected caster gun to be shot at me. I guess it's we have people in the ship still. And because I didn't really use Hazard with their autocannon. He is important, but at the same time, this is a nighttime mission and I want out of here ASAP. I figured if these ships can have a leader in them, but I want to say probably not. Is there one place shot because they see Tali on the map and you can somehow tell that's her? Don't want to know the answer to that because that's is probably, yes, they can see me because side sense or something like that. AO secured. Got it. I will bring Legend over. I probably should have last turn to help us scan. But we'll be able to breach next turn. At least 3 in the ship. one of which is in front of us. Just Navi. It's fine, we're not gonna bust. Busting part could have happened at the first couple turns, but this is fine. The guy in here panicked. The guy inside the power source room did not panic. Oh, it's one of those rooms. I should be able to CQC. Doubt he has a time he's like run all the way out here, but if he does, then we have stuff we can surprise him with. Luckily not looking at me. Yeah, the door's right there. I need to be at least a little bit cautious because he's like right in front of the door. Not move. Okay. Oh, you're being extra sneaky. Ow, how'd you... I'm assuming Sisense shenanigans, but I'm glad I survived that. Ow. Again, this whole sneaky shooting around the corner like that, I'm not sure how the angle works, but I'm not dead, so I'm not gonna contest it. Not today. Should be glad I wasn't a plasma rifle, but still out at her. Yeah, I'll live. Does it suck? Yes. But on the other hand, I was thinking I would have saw and or just killed him before he shot me. But XCOM. Right, transfer the bits over to them. Keep the Elerium and alloys. Yeah, this casually like over 1,000 conductor circuits. You know what a large scuff hole is? We do. We can sell it. Need more treads. Working on that. Born in Southeast Asia to myself. Performing multiple assignments in the same part of the world is good for agents' mental balance. Plus insanity per level, starting with 20 missions in a region. You get morale on level 4, 5, and 8. Salt to Bison and Pepsi, Field Medic to Tally, Night Owl to Bald and Rainbow. Battlescar 7 for War to myself, or Watcher 7 for War to Bold, Elite to Tally, Pepsi, and John Cena, and Mastery the Smart Gun to John Cena. First mission, well, I'm out for 3 weeks, but I'm not dead, so it's proof that the armor works. Large ship. That might be the supply ship. If it is, then I cannot intercept it in time. Yes, it is. I can say this. Well, I'm not catching that in time. Because it spawned in our blind spot. Heavy mass driver. Although the heavy mass driver is less accurate than its smaller counterparts, its destructive potential makes it more of an anti-tank weapon than anything else. It is a successful attempt to adapt the trooper's equipment to the ever-increasing challenges of the alien war. Also, 100 kinetic damage. If you go to the entire clip, then you know things have hit the fan, but 40 round clip, 100 base kinetic damage, just to probably put a dent in our tank if it's shot at our tank, or turn someone else to mulch. One or two. Also, that's heavy. It might be as heavy as a Gauss rifle. Hold on a second, I guess. Macro cell. This oversized chainsaw is only suitable for units wearing powered exoskeletons or otherwise possessing superhuman strength. It looks like it's trying to make a point that traditional solutions are definitely good solutions. If you ever want to sell someone in a heavy chainsaw, then here's your weapon. Certified cutting will definitely rip something in two. They got their hangers. Crop circles. Right, Euphopedia. No, I think the 4-9 damage. Or weight units. No, it's the same as a Gauss rifle, just not as just not as heavy, I guess. Well, it's as heavy as a mass driver gets, I guess. You'll not do that part. then everyone else is working on the other stuff. Okay. Sharpness submade. Work on the LMG clips. And basic shrapnel. Alright, people to choose, right. Rook could go on my set, I guess. What is this? Oh, the house we don't care about. I will eventually do ghost missions for Ectoplasm, but not today. Crop circles would may have got there first, so it's a kill mission. I shouldn't have to mess with things other to make sure people have webware so they don't get as injured. It's not a big map, so they're probably inside the house if I were to guess. Well, so to be fair, else they probably hit the backplate. I wonder. Well, yes and no. I'll be honest, I'm hoping that wasn't a friendly. Just no, it wouldn't be because that person would have died. You know, I was gonna say maybe you might get the kill, but yeah, no. I'm more surprised there's 3 H's on this map. Alright, fine. I was hoping the Rook will get some experience, guess not. Armor has been saved, hooray. So it's a Derpina Cavalier's heir when present with Rebel and Rainbow Mastery getting, actually no. Hazard, Rebel, Rainbow, and Rebel, tongue twister. Getting their 10th medal and bravery points, as well as Splice getting their 6, and Pepsi may gain their 3rd, and it leads to the unnamed. What was the other mission? That's the house. Oh, we could do the sub if we really want to, but yeah, I'll pass. Cancer Code is scenery clip. The small container is filled with flammable fluid that bursts into flames when in contact with air. Yeah, I was thinking I would have done more incendiary damage. Yeah, I probably won't even try to field test that because it seems not as good as the chem rounds. Then I start working on Kyberism. Wrap up Dimensional X exploration. Our work in Dimension X is complete. We propelled the Sire Web and gathered priceless data on the aliens. Now it is time to go home. Yes, the alien world is very interesting. The Council thinks it's too early for serious exploration. Besides, I suspect they have access to more worlds like this one. So they're starting to evacuate the base permanently. Whatever their reasons, they are very happy with our performance. Just hope this will help us stay afloat in this turbulent sea of secrecy and backstabbing. And the hangars are starting to get built. How's the suits going? Two days to get those rest of those made. I'll feel more at ease once we have a full complement of cyber armor. Small ship. Lava flat ship. That's probably a light fighter. It's not going to be a problem, I don't think. Oh, no wonder I sent to Kasune. Yeah, that's our checks. Is it gonna land? I mean, I'm not gonna let it land, but that's curious. I probably didn't have to shoot an avalanche, but I wanted to. Syndicate lab. Again, it's funny how those things are spawning when we dealt with Syndicate ready. Well, almost dealt with Syndicate ready. Yeah, missions are missions. Man goes a full-fledged Scion. Let's see, man's next. Heavy troop transporter. Iron Fist. A mix of alien to lab tech. This troop transporter is equipped with a twin radar system with enhanced area search. Its power is with Zerbite. It doesn't have weapons, but it can be equipped with various electrical mods. Slightly slower than the Raven. Kasune goes 1900 speed units. Goes faster than Kasune. And holds a lot more people. It holds 18 people in it. If we didn't have the Kasune, I think that would be a very close second to the Kasune. I probably will build it for dealing with the bases, the alien bases we know about. Dimension X Expedition. While the Council banned us from exploring the alien world of Dimension X directly, we have negotiated access to some of its artifacts. All we have to do is order a salvage operation and fully cover the costs. So now we can buy salvage at a... Forget how bad of a premium it is. But we can. You know, just 1.25 million per expedition. Get cyberweb stuff. You get a shard. We know the shards are valuable artifacts. Will I do it if I'm strapped for if I have a lot of cash on hand? We'll start getting that process, because I think at this point we're ready for dealing with the Syndicate directly. But as for the Iron Fist, since I probably won't be using it for its intended purpose. This is the Iron Fist. It's a very big ship. And, you know, it has Zelda RAM, so therefore it's 20%, it's 50% better, right? It's a very big ship. I think in my previous campaign I used it for for the secondary base I had. So yeah, I can have like 2 tanks and and then 12 people. So that's, wait, 10 people and 2 tanks if I really want to. I think technically the Sky Marshal, which is the better interceptor, might hold more people, but I'm not sure on that fact. I think once we get the Syndicate thing done, we'll check that. Oh, I'll take Interceptor. It's a Sky Ranger. Yeah, for now we have the Syndicate to deal with today. I should also put more people in the sidearm we just transferred over, but potato, it'll be fine. Then we guess AP slugs. Probably. Already hit my side plate. That too. It's also a guy up there with a pistol, but that's fine. Lab is there, duly noted. I thought for a sec they tried to reaction fire against us. Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting, honestly. For a second, I thought that door was open. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, for the sake of bravery training, I guess. Well, it's a brave scientist. I'll give him that. Unfortunately for these guys, I don't need them alive. I don't need them alive and captured like the mission description says. So. You probably shouldn't take this. It's funny, but no. The scientist was more braver because at least they knew to not engage the tank in fisticuffs. Well, at least I was right to be able to puncture that window. Alright, that works. We did capture someone at least, and one of the names got some experience. Assaulted John Cena, Keystone of Pepsi Man John Cena, Gunner the Rebel, and Bane the Syndicate to Cerberus. Another convoy. We'll see if that lands. If it doesn't, then I'm not really that worried about it. Second convoy. And a storage facility will hit during daytime. Dog Simp Gear. A flexible external support. A flexible external support enhances all physical characteristics of a dog, such as speed and strength. If you ever wanted to still use dogs and and continue using the dog as your words. If you ever wanted to play dogs and have them be safe, this is pretty good. You'd have to sacrifice Sip muscle to have your doggos equipped in this, but makes them faster, stronger, and more lethal. So. Donk Cybersuit. State-of-the-art protective gear for canine companions, featuring enhanced protection and electric sensory assistance. It's a doggo. It's a cyber doggo. That is durable is, well, I guess it's side grade, but protects it from the same stuff that the human version protects against and gets reactions. So. For contingency measures, I can start actually recruiting people here now. Give me 10 agents, 10 scientists, 10 doggos. Who is that pilot? Because I need some pilots over there as well at some point. I do need some pilots over there. You're a pilot. Obi's a pilot. And Ren's a pilot. I can appreciate the fact that you need flight training to fly the things, but at the same time, it does make it a little bit awkward to find out who qualifies to fly in the first place. Those are those pilots for them. I also need one for Artemis Center. You. And you are going to the Artemis Center? Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh woo. I mean, yeah, I was aware. I don't need that. They're particular. Same with this, actually. I just built it to expedite the process, never really to keep it a permanent. You had scientists, you did. Elsie should be researching. I guess technically the improved ships we have access to now. Well, status at some point. Right, those are the Mud Rangers. And deeper qualifies for attack intent. Get some dubious drugs. Well, you can go to Kung Fu. Well, can learn Kung Fu, which is fine. Alright, a facility, right. Strange place for a facility, but sure. Moose has recovered, but they are missing a metric ton of sanity. Quickly, Shred. I'm missing under cyber. Oh, yeah, because you got injured for 2 days. Because you got they got injected with some dubious drugs. Just missing one. We're almost fully cyberized. Alright, this is a warehouse mission. I don't think the red shirt hybrids is on this mission, but if they are, well, we definitely do want them alive. I wonder if stuff can get shot through the landing, past the landing pad and hit the target, but I don't think so. Well, there's our room of friend. Yeah, atomic gun. Always funny seeing windows in the field. Did I have to do that? Not really, but I had to send a statement. I got to the level I needed to get Frost Dragons. I'm slowly chipping away to getting to 92 so I can get access to the new high skill total worlds. But I got to 87. That's the main level I cared about before the that I cared about because of Frost Dragons. Here's a cut for you. It's not that bad past. It's not that bad personally past once you get to the fishing salvage. Once you have access to the salvage past that place, it's not that terrible. Or the first Barracuda trial. Ow. I'm surprised I punctured, actually. That's actually a problem then. Okay, it's not a problem personally, but yeah, that... They hit the side plate and they hype all the damage. I may be overextending a little bit. We'll see what happens. I think someone else may get shot, possibly, but I think we're fine otherwise. Yeah, Randall just took a very superficial scratch due to cyber armor because unlike the trip vests, which give slightly more resistance, it also works other way around. Even though the cyber armor has a lot more armor coverage, it's not as resistant to bullets compared to the trip vest when it hits the proper side. I think it was where is this in the warehouse itself that's probably still alive. Or the store Goombas, that too. Well, I want to test out the auto aim, see how accurate it is. Okay, not as impressive. Got it. I guess because at range is still a slight concern. Oh, nice of you. Blood Bells and God Wars. Blood Bells are good. The God Wars has not so much. I'm assuming you're using Konar. Take that door. Yeah, it's because of Psy. I mean, you're probably not wrong in that fact. Well, just took all those shots without complaining. Alright, takes care of that problem. And then the last just rendered. Because of new agent acquisitions, an unnamed at Kerberos Gate, and two unnamed in Area 2 are now senior agents, and Amber's now captain. Carrying out the Rainbow, High School Killer the Glacier, and Field Man the Bison. Right, the side armor has finally been manufactured. Actually, for my own curiosity, because I don't think I'm going to research the Skyrush. I just want to know if it's technically better than the Iron Fist. That's all I know why the audio meets when I switch tabs. So I just want to know. Fire Marshal holds 16. No, the Iron Fist holds more. Okay. Noted. I'm not going to bother researching this then. I don't know for my own curiosity rather than dump all the research into doing so. That being said, temporarily, since we're not using the Scarab, let's go into the Artemis Center for now. I mean, Viper. Oh, I'm broke. Yeah, that would do it. It'll take only 2 days to get that built. Well, not broke, but I need to sell more scrap. I'm also gonna want to build more cyber armor and other bits for Actually, I'm using 2 tanks and 10 people, I think. Because that makes the most sense to not actually lose actual agents to what I have planned. That holds 18. Yeah, so 10 and 2, yeah. And there's access because they're using every single bit of engineering space for that. But we have armor. In fact, one of the plus sides of cyber armor is we can actually patch it up whenever the worst happens. Dimension X Xenobiology Report. Whenever we receive communication from our extraplanar base in Dimension X. Right after we collected our first samples, we found it strange how closely various plants are related to one another. It's like the entire local biocensus was composed of just one family of plants, even if a pretty diverse one. The same applies to fauna, which also shares many genes, or more correctly, gene analogs, with the flora. Moreover, we have observed behaviors that do not seem to benefit the species directly, but are strictly beneficial to some other life form, pointing to a complex network of dependencies. We speculate that the entire planetary ecosystem is somehow artificial, either tailored by hand to fit the harsh conditions of Dimension X, or at least strangely guided by an intelligent agent. Again, this is why I read these out sometimes, because some of these are long and some of these are horrifically pink, like this one. Another hypothesis suggests that the planet has gone through a near extinction event not long ago, with only a few genera surviving it and then blossoming to various forms due to evolutionary pressure. Wherever the case, this ecosystem is unlikely to survive much longer, as a slowly dying star will cause a steady deterioration of living conditions on the planet. Again, a problem for future XCOM commanders, not this one. Okay, so now we have a full complement of cyber armor. Gone are the days of trip vests. Alright, you're still up, but you're still in the psych ward for a while. Right, we'll probably still be using. Start to use the simp suits now, but trip vests are in the past now. Back when I'm thinking about it. What's it called again? I forget. Need some electronics transferred over. Also, I will never make a Anzug suit. I will never make a jumpsuit. Or night ops. Or heavy tack suit. Or personal armor, because cyber suits are just... Cyber armor is just better. But I will make 2 of these to field test. Syndicate headquarters access. Okay, so we have a bold plan. The idea is to get inside the Syndicate HQ by personing their agents. You collect enough identities by now to pick a few. You'll use personal trust to change the appearance. And when I say we, of course I mean our agents, not myself, which is a shame really. This is really exciting. Alright, so I'll open the door to the next step of the Syndicate plot. Not a serial cult. Are any of the people I have in a Kasuni getting some side training of some sort? Tally and Pepsi Man. And John Cena. Gonna squeeze in a little bit of side training again. I should point out that again, even though we said suits in the past, cyber armor is a little bit bulkier compared to that. It probably helps if, you know, I bother to switch gear up, but it's just armors and someone that's relatively harmless. Oh, and the combat actually landed. In quotes. I've ran up by mid dark, so I'll let that be. If it's still there by daytime, I'll technically deal with that landed Road Ranger. Alright, just some farmers and some various unfriendly people. Yeah, now we're looking the part. You know, just doggo cat just looking out the window. Ow. I figured that would probably puncture, but I just didn't realize, I didn't think it probably would. There we go. Good job, Zerpina. Just need to remember to not, you know, shoot the civilians. Well, farmers. These are just farmers, right? Yeah. Yeah, where we do not fire and vaporize the the non-hostile farmers. Well, semi-hostile farmers that can't really hurt us. We will eventually stun them, but it's not at this current time. Oops, I missed one. Oops. It's fine. Okay, that should be enough trading for for our psyops. Let's go and actually do our job. Ton out. The doggos we cannot really stun, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to just disable our tries for a second. Because I have tried multiple times in different realities to try to capture doggos, and the game always says no, you cannot. It's a shame because I always do like to try to capture the doggos if I can. Oh, another doggo. Unfortunately, like I said, I cannot capture dogs, which is again a shame. Yeah, because we killed a farm by accident, the council is upset. Oh. It's the people that needed side training got their side points, so it's a fair exchange, I guess. The Seltzer and Bowscar the Glacier, suppressed at the Rainbow. Yeah, that my Ranger's gone. We could shoot it down, but I don't feel like it. He could fade off into the sunset. And Sonic Blaster Rifle. A more powerful sonic device. Not even high carbon steel is immune to this weapon. The highly compact wave emitter is enhanced by a superconducting amplifier to increase the power of this weapon. Its only weak point is a relatively low effective range for a rifle. Like everything else, I have to research the clip for that, but we know how the rifle works. Agents and scientists have arrived. Are they decent at least? Casual 90, by the way. Too bad the base personnel, so I'm not gonna bother with that. 88, a 9. 7, a 32, an 8. The Atlas. Yeah, the first two were impressive, the other ones are about what I expect. But the pilots have arrived at the very least. I mean, I guess I could technically put a sick bay whenever they can actually qualify for augment, I guess. Oh yeah, I did it for this base. Yeah, I guess. No, very off to the sunset, I guess. Wasn't there two of them? Nope, just the first one. Iron Fist has been made. You see, I'm playing as Zerbai, so we can definitely feel the same for its purpose. I forget what it can be armed with. There's no. Probably just afterburners, right? Vehicles, Iron Fist. Afterburners are classified as a engine mod. Alright, so we'll put 2 afterburners on it. And then we'll ship it out. We'll have it ready for what I have next planned. Also, Night Rival. For now, it's time. More time needs to pass for now. And I also need to sell more cash to make ravens so that the interceptor bases we have can do their job. I'll keep half of the Lair on hand. Well, I'll keep 100 on hand. It's normal base that needs a raven or two, that needs at least a raven. This one can start cranking out ravens pretty fast. Kyberism. Having studied the pinnacle cyberweb tech, we now have expanded our mastery over cybernetics to the level of full body conversion. Combined with technologies derived from alien surgery, this allows us to upgrade our agents to Kyberos class cyborgs. With subdermal plating and artificial cortex extensions, Kyber are tougher and much faster to react. Their only drawback is reduced stamina, as the augmentations put a heavy toll on their bodies. Kyber are also more resistant to pain and blood loss, and their cybernetic eyes grant them excellent night vision. They may have access to special outfits. Any worn armor is destroyed. We can now research cybernetic heart implants, hormone regulation implants, cerebral mesh implantation, and cybersite implantation. Transdimensional energetics. This facility's function is maintaining a stable connection to the energy infrastructure located in Dimension X, allowing us to manufacture dimensional tech. It represents a deal with the Council which operates said infrastructure, hence the high monthly costs. Warning, dimensional portals are unstable and may cause distortion of local space-time, violent energy discharges, or security breaches. Therefore, it's generally frowned upon and may cause unpredictable damages. I mean, that sounds fun. Not sure what it does, because this is either something new, because I know stuff has been added to the Cyberweb plot. We might build with this at some point. I don't want to build it now and find out what terrible things will probably happen. But anyway, we have access to a new augmentation. It's one of the endgame augmentations. This one unfortunately requires multiple steps, including that we don't have full access to all the good stuff that this can offer us. You know what, sure, you can work on that. You can work on that when you have your virtual HQ built. All that's going toward the knowing about that. I forget what the specifics are, and if I try to tab out, it's going to not allow me. But we don't have access. We don't have full access to the benefits of kyberism just yet. It's sort of cool knowing that we actually did do that one mission now. Did Raven 7? I think Raven 7 had to intercept a person in their ship. Yeah. Oopsie, need to send him back. They flew the ship over there, now they get to fly back in an airplane, not their Raven. Sad. Alright, animal pin's been built because I sort of had to tear that down to make the second Synab at HQ. What time is it? 12:40. Alright, never put the afterburners on. So that is sent to be used. I will throw that in there. And for now, our rover is going to go over to normal base. Yeah, and this Iron Fist is going over. Just because I want this ready for next session. Because for sure, we're definitely going to be kicking in one of the alien stores. That's starting to annoy me, the fact that they're doing their resupplies at night, but I don't want to kick in that door just yet. Because I would say what Snake would typically have, but if you played vanilla UFO Defense, you probably know what Snakeman's probably have in their as their terror unit. Okay, Iron Fist is in our possession now. Rent comes back in 10 days. I guess something to think about between sessions, but I want to wait for Ren to come back, or if I just want to take Skynet. Risk the chance of not having a tank chassis for our missions should one or both go down. Anyway, Undersea City. Apparently not all Deep Ones live in nomadic communities. Some live in deep underground complexes, which exist to extract resources for Dagon. These Deep Ones are more civilized, being supervised by Aquatoids. This may be a great location to capture a high-ranking Aquatoid for interrogation. Maybe this will shed some light on these strange people and their mysterious plans. Also, we can really stop ambushing those Aquatoids. We should go for their city instead. Advancing autoplot today. Cybernetic heart implantation. An upgrade for our Cabri agents. The ultimate representation of the flesh is weak, but the machine is strong trope. An artificial heart significantly improves stamina recovery and consequently grants better general ability. Implant also grants additional protection to the chest cavity area, +1 armor to all except bottom. However, such a major modification has a heavy toll on one's sanity, permanently decreasing it by 10. More drones have been built, more corridors have been built. Any other implants I can do? All the ones I know about. Well, all the ones we have access to. Because the only thing we cannot do is manufacture the stuff. These I don't think we can manufacture. I don't think we can. Yeah, because improved lasts, but we have the knowledge to implant what we have from various sources. Okay, Raven's been built. I need to make a afterburner. Can't bake that, can't bake that. And this needs a couple mass drivers and avalanche. And then once that's done, we can go back to making more cyber armor for base personnel. Have I finished making this? I've made one so far. Cyber site implantation. An upgrade for our Cabri agents, significantly improving their image processing. Grants +2 night vision and 5 fire accuracy at the cost of 5 sanity. Subdermal mesh implantation. Yep, guess there's no. I'll check if there's an entry for that one. Huge storage facility. This high-tech warehouse is the ultimate XCOM storage facility. Its unique design takes full advantage of advanced materials used in its construction to line up to 1,500 units to be stored inside. Requires virtual HQ and requires 150 titanium to make. All I can say is, if you really want a storage base, you build one of these, you're pretty much set. The only downside, it's a really giant a facility that's a 3x3. is bigger than the hangars, and that's saying something. Right, finish juicing this enforcer. Nobody else in storage. Could also tear apart this animal pen. I'm gonna. I will do so once the Megworms apparently research case. It's still on my in my animal pen for some reason. Then get that zombie out. So easy way to luchador. And the luchador. Anyone these facilities? The pilots. Get him out of there. Just remind myself. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for next. For next step in the. I think that's the next step in the higher, even higher ranking Alcatoid. Oh, the Artemis Center. Sure, tell me about the meme. Very quick, juice this zombie. Or ghost, don't care. Stuff has arrived for Raven. I just need if a mission pops up, but I'll give it one more day. Yeah, curiosity. I'll be honest, I thought for a second it was flying straight for HQ. Wherever it is, it's zooming pretty fast. Now, you're down, please. Or crash that, sure. Oh, that's the fountain. Yep. Well, I can use more missiles, sure. I was gonna call it there, but it's a small fighter. It'll be like an open shut case. Oh. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting a gazer to be flying that ship. You know what? Sure, it's worth the injury. It's not like I was gonna send Ball to where the colony I was about to plan the base at or anything. Things completely fine, by the way. Also, the strength of the armor compared to last time where the Trivis barely held up. So, was not expecting a Gazer, because those are actually terrifying. Well, one more thing for giant blast furnace. I mean, Giant's boundary to analyze. Lead the passy man. That one more day pass by. More ghosts, don't care. MMB Enforcer. Gave us a Dozier and an Ancient Trauma. A spy feeling with the Men in Black. Ancient Trauma is a poster child among the Men in Black, the perfect example to follow. A powerful psionic, she's presumed to read minds with ease and control several people at once. She's rumored to have several governments under her direct influence. Interpol's been notified. Hormone regulation implant. An upgrade for recovery agents, granting plus 5 stamina, a significant boost of stun recovery, and a morale bonus as well. However, messing with the agent's biochemistry has the downside of reducing their sanity by 10. Requires a sick bay. Oh yeah, I was gonna check to see if there's an entry for the subdermal implant. Attack I didn't know about that. Yeah, the king's lying me on that fact. Deeper qualifiers for Kung Fu. And make it so. Someone calls for attack implant, doesn't matter at this point. Okay, well in the meantime, I have one last thing to do, and that's apply research. Okay, but between sessions, I will have the Iron Fist set up to go deal with the first of 2 alien doors that we know about. But I'm gonna gear up off screen, find out the people I wanted to have selected to go to the sectoid colony that's in but the game classified as Indonesia. So I will do that. In next session we'll kick in their door and hopefully, if we're lucky, capture their command unit. We'll see.